Welcome back to the Atelier and Ikuzuki stream. We are just getting onto YouTube and everything here. Sweet, we're live. Welcome to the new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me. We're gonna go check on Twitch. Who knows? Who knows? Oh my god, it might actually be up. It's like, maybe? No. Oy, 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 oy. Okay, well, we will post the link for YouTube at least. Okay, good. We're still live on YouTube. Let's just get this posted. I will be working until the child wakes up because I'm tired. It's been a long weekend. It's been good. It's been long. So there's that. Story. Clink, 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 clink. All right, what I am going to grab is the other set of bags that we need to do the top stitching on because they're behind me. I finished up installing all the bases on the Kato except for one, and that is a duplicate anyway, so I'm not worried about it. Am I ever actually really worried about it? Yes, actually. Yeah, anyway, this week has been all over the goddamn place. Well, with Easter, like the kids were out of school for a couple days. Saturday was Hanami. Hanami went very well, so thank you to everyone who joined us for that. Again, as always, we greatly appreciate it. Yeah, it was a really good show. So that was that. Yesterday I did go in and prep a bunch of notions pouches, so that was fun. And oh, those actually need to be stitched still. Okay, we'll throw those underneath while I still have the white stitching on, or the white thread on the machine. There are, yeah, we're probably not going to get through all of these for Dawson. We can hope and dream. That's where I'm at with it right now. If I don't try, I definitely won't. Okay, anyway, but there's a lot more here than we probably will get finished, so yeah, no. Hopes and dreams, hopes and dreams, hopes and dreams, but all we can do is try. Okay, so these are already stitched. They need to be turned. These need to be stitched. And then this is the other pile that I wrapped up on between the last couple of days. Anyway, I did cut a bunch of scrunchies and wristlets and notions pouches yesterday. I do also have a bunch of needle stashers ready, but I haven't finished them. What else? Like, not, obviously I haven't finished any of that, but I haven't interfaced them to do the next steps, so maybe my impetuous self will end up doing that. Probably end up doing that like Thursday night or something stupid. We'll see how we do on the Kato and stuff like that first, I guess. All right. Come on, Kato. Let's go, Kato. And yes, if you're joining me from Instagram, you saw the title on it, or even hell, I guess I posted on YouTube. What the fuck am I talking about? Yeah. Let's go, Kato. All right, there we go. Pop them up here. We need to stitch these guys, and then we can go in and trim and top stitch. We need to black top stitch all of them, and now with the interfacing being placed on the back of the leather tags, I will be ironing all the tags on as well before we go to any of the other steps, because otherwise it's too thick. I actually had to glue all the tags on the ones that I've wrapped up on for Hanami. So yeah, so we'll end up doing both probably. I'll probably try and keep, like, reserve a few so that we always have, like, some glue tags. I will always carry glue with me to shows. You never know. Better safe than sorry. But I did this half marathon pace run today. I was supposed to do it yesterday, but I was like, oh, there's no way in hell. I'm actually impressed that I even got it done today. I was supposed to do my long run today, but yeah, there was no way in hell that was happening today either. So it's like, all right, shuffle back, do the other one, and then I can do the long run tomorrow, Tuesday. Mostly because we actually went out and visited one of my friends today, and it was just like the timing just ended up not working out. So I was like, all right, let's do this tomorrow. Okay, so there's the stack of drawstrings we need to finish. Are we actually making Kato to some of these? But yeah, we are. Okay. I can either do that or I can pull apart the pile. Boom, 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 boom. Let's pull apart the pile because then I don't have to think about it. Apparently I should have, like, angled the camera different tonight. All right, come here, my pretties. So there's the pile. Yes, that's the capital P pile. And the disaster of my room otherwise. I did actually spend some time yesterday and tidied up and vacuumed both my area and the kids' area, so that's good. Oh, it's not happy. Can I do auto exposure? Actually, that's pretty accurate. So what we got to do is we need to go in here and we're going to trim up. Okay, you guys are a little bit high. Sorry, I don't normally do this angle, so we're going to, like, fuck around with this until we get one that's good. But yeah, that color and, like, exposure is pretty good. I'm not going to turn any of the pockets tonight because they do not need dark top stitching. It's the canvas on the bottom of these and the drawstrings on the sewing table that do. I'm going to trim them apart though because that's what we're here for. Kinda. I know you're probably here for the sewing, but this is the, like, tedious prep work. Let's see. I think I chatted about this, or I had a chance to chat about this, the fact that I absolutely fucking adored Enchantra. Holy shit. It was spectacular. So the other woman who read Phantasma, when I read Phantasma, was saying that she was worried that the plot was going to be comparable or the same basically as the first one, which does tend to be a theme in or, like, I don't know, I guess maybe the same tropes and stuff like that, because that does, like, there's only so many ways that you can make people bang. And only so many ways to, like, generate, like, angst and, like, anyway, whatever. It was not like a carbon copy of Phantasma. Enchantra was an amazing standalone, and then it turns out that there's going to be more, and I am not upset about this. They are perfectly fine. You got to read Phantasma before you read Enchantra. It's one of those situations where it's, like, not a series. but you are going to be lost if you haven't read the other books. They are outside of that, though. It is standalone. It's more just that there's references to those previous no, you do need, never mind. I was just like, wait, nope. Read Phantasma first, and then read Enchantra. Phantasma is good as a standalone. There we go. But you need the background of Phantasma for Enchantra. There we go. I'll go with that. I don't want to spoil it. Go read it. Please go read it. I need other people to talk to it besides book club. And so I did audiobook because hi. We're like less than a week to Peace and we got a shit ton of bags to do. I haven't even touched small box bags. And I don't think we're going to get to them. Mostly because my black zippers still aren't fucking here. I don't get it. It's like I emailed them almost a month ago now. I actually did follow up just before the weekend and they haven't responded yet. I'm like, come on. They should have shipped. If it says like they're going to ship by the end of the week, they should ship by the end of the week. Or at least like at the end of 10 to 2 weeks. 10 days to 2 weeks, right? I'm like, it's nearly a month again. Anyway, so we're going to focus in on the Kato. We did nearly get through all of the mini traveler slings, which is awesome because those will be, I think, good for Dawson Creek, or not Dawson, Otafest. That's also why I cut scrunchies and pouches, because I'm like, okay, well, those will be good multi-purpose for Otafest as well. Unless you all come out and like sell me out at Dawson, which I will not complain about. I will panic, but I will not complain. You guys will be able to come watch me flail here while I restock. So it'll be entertaining. Thank you to if you were out at Hanami at Ancient Arts Yarns. Thank you so much. A couple of things that were out of our control. One of the things that we could have clued into a little bit sooner was the fact that it was on Easter weekend. I told Caroline we should do it 2 weeks out from Shindig, so it wasn't like back to back like it was last year. Neither of us realized it was Easter, and then we were committed by the time that we did. Damn Easter moving all around. We don't have to worry about it next year though, so. Actually, Shindig is on Easter weekend next year, and I'm like, oh, what are you guys gonna do? Anyway, it's the first weekend in April. Ooh, this one needs dark top stitching, so I'll keep them like that, and then we will turn them and do that. Anyway, thank you for coming out. It was a resounding success. We had a full house, like 6 vendors, which is fucking amazing. I know the lady that was across from me, she was across from me last year, Taeko, said that she did better than last year, so thank you for supporting her as well. And me, and Caroline, and everyone else too. It was like a slow and steady day. There was no like mad dash at the start. And like it quieted down in the afternoon, but it didn't stop, which I was like, I'm impressed. And I have noticed that about shows recently, is that like there is no sudden just like crickets, at least not recently, which has been really nice because it means that you're not quite so doggone tired at like 4 p.m. when the show runs till 5 or whatever. So appreciated, and all the treats were super tasty. And I love chatting with everyone. It was just a good day. It was such a good day. Terrible weather. Well, not as bad as today. Today is terrible weather. It's like rain, sleet, madness right now. I did go out and go for a walk. Well, okay, we walked in the mall with a friend and then went to a playground. Except that all the playground equipment had like puddles of water on them. Hello, how are you? Anyway, the playground had a bunch of puddles of water, and the youngest just like dipped their mittens directly. Oh, you can't see that. But anyway, they dipped their mittens directly in the water. I'm like, oh, and that's the end of this. It's starting to rain anyway. And I was like, I don't really want to be on the rain today. And it was good because when we actually were leaving, dropped my friend off because she was on the way. This is Tara. But anyway, it's on the way home. Going over Glenmore Reservoir, and there was just like this band of like moisture coming in. I'm like, oh, we made a good decision. So, all right. work on clipping these all apart. So these are all together because I used chain piecing technique for the production sewing, which means basically whatever I can sew together at the same time, I do. It's less thread. I don't know if it's less work, but it's definitely, no, it's less work, because otherwise I'd have to clip these individually when they're at the sewing table, and honestly doing it now is less work. Okay, except that those all fell, and now I can like feel them against my legs, but I cannot see them. Oh, okay, we're into bags that might have already been clipped. Wild. Well, these might have been the ones that we did the pockets with as well. Okay, so we'll just keep kind of chugging along here, I guess. All right. I love the username, Rip It and Sew On. Excellent. I was making the joke that outside of my sewing machine, my seam ripper is the sewist's best friend. It's definitely my best friend, that's for sure. So, all right. Those are going to go with this. So you know what we're going to do, because otherwise I will fucking lose them. We're going to clip them. Because we're top stitching the canvas, so it doesn't matter if they're up top. Oh, this is wild. I clipped like half of it. I didn't clip all of it. Okay. Ow. Sewing table in my way, apparently. Yeah, and then of course this week is the one week where it's like Dallas is also working late. It's like, fuck. Kids are out of school. Dallas is working late. And I'm just like, oh my God. And then he also was chatting with me tonight, and he's like, yeah, I feel gross, and there's been people leaving work, and I'm like, you better fucking not bring anything home. I cannot get sick right now. I say as I'm going to stay up late working, but come on. Don't bring it home. If he does actually end up getting sick, I'm going to quarantine him in the eldest's room again, because I'm just like, no, I'm not doing this right now. Sorry, not sorry. We'll see you when you feel better, hopefully before Dawson, because I am leaning on you to make sure that I have help for setup and takedown. I can do it, but it's always easier with someone else. All right, so a lot of these are the older fabrics, so like this kind of like light marble blue and stuff like that. Honestly, we're just going to follow the same rule of thumb of if it's got a cat on it or a dog on it, it gets paw print fabric. Doesn't matter which paw print fabric. If it's not, it gets one of the various blue fabrics. And that's just what we're going to do, because that's how we're rolling tonight. And with this production... All right, parasols. Oh my goodness, there's so many good ones in here. I don't think we'll get all of these done, but again, if I don't try, we won't at all. I do want to dig out those tote bags that we did get the canvas on. Actually, should do that before I start top stitching these, so that we can just go through and top stitch them at the same time. All right. Let's do it. Oh shoot, I need to answer that woman too. I don't know which bag these are supposed to go with. I do have a set of batik pockets that are obviously supposed to go somewhere too. So I'm going to set those aside because I don't know. Now, and all of these light pockets will need white top stitching. We will do that after we get the black top stitching done, I think. Yeah, because I'm going to have to turn those. So that's a good task to like do while the kids are around tomorrow. This 10, so the long run tomorrow is 10 miles, and it's a training run, and the program wants me to do it faster than I did my race in September. And I'm like, all right then, good luck to me. whew. I'm like pretty like a minute per mile faster than September, so like not a small amount either. Now granted, I think I can do it. It was slower than I was running today. Well, okay, I can do it. It's whether my heart rate can keep up or not, and if I can maintain it for 10 miles, which is about just over 16K. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Nervous. Although it is hilarious. Well, okay, who knows? I might change my tune by the end of May. But I am like less nervous about this half marathon, even though I'm going to go for a 2:45 time, than I was about that 5K last weekend. I can't believe that was only last weekend. This is nuts. Time is going so fast. Time is going so fast. It's ridiculous just how fast it goes. We almost have another 4-year-old and a 5-year-old, which is like insanity. That's yeah, just like mind-boggling. Just how quickly that's gone. All right. We are almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Most of these, I think, or a lot of these still will need like white top stitching for their like exteriors, but we got to go in and we need to top stitch down the Ooh, don't get uncaught from the leg there, Katie. That was anyway, yeah, a lot of these need white top stitching, but we need to top stitch the canvas down because it finishes the bag better. Not a step I'm willing to compromise on. There's a lot that I'm willing to compromise on. Top stitching is not one of them. I don't know why that is the hill I die on with my sewing, but apparently it's the hill I die on with my sewing, is that it's got to be top stitched. Looks unfinished if it's not, I guess. Okay, so that's another one that doesn't have a base. I'm going to ignore it because honest to God, we have enough. There is enough. There is more than enough here. So, what did we have? Like 112? We finished 20 of them. So, 23 or whatever. 21. Yeah, so there's that. I know that I did obviously trim some of these apart previously, so. Okay. Love how I haven't coughed like all day. And now it's like, all right. Time to cough. The hell? No. Okay. Fabric, 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 fabric. Doom, 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 doom. Okay, yeah, some of these have definitely changed what they're going to be using. That is just like a random piece of lining fabric. Lovely. All right, get out of here. Okay. Ooh, this like black cat fabric. Paw print, pockets, pockets. Ooh, I know which one we will use. So that batik, those batik pockets can actually go with the sweater cats, because sweater cats needs a drawstring and it is practically finished. So we'll finish it this round. And then, yay. Well, okay, it's not practically finished. It still needs a lining and a pocket set. However, it's got like, its exterior's finished, so we may as well finish it up. All right. There is everything trimmed apart, clipped apart from the chain piecing. Remove, oh, no, not quite. Almost, though. Oh, God. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. So, yeah, so the exterior of it's finished, except I need to go in and sew the, oh, but that's a cute selvage. Maybe we'll leave that selvage in. Usually I don't, but, like, those cats are super adorable. Oh, I don't know. Maybe not. I'll figure it out. But we'll do the batik drawstrings that I pulled from this pile. And then we'll do the batik pockets for it as well. Yes, I know I said that all the cats are going to be blah, blah. Whatever. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just the person sewing the bags. Isn't that always the way of it, though? So... Ooh, so that was actually the other thing, is that this run today was pushing my, like, PB that I actually just did on the 5. And was not all out. What was it? Actually, yeah, it was like 20 seconds slower, which is quite a bit, actually, when you start thinking of it. However, what I did notice was I didn't crash and burn at the 2.5K mark. I started to get fatigued at like the 3K mark, which it's like, so I'm just like pushing that out, and I'm extremely happy with that, because that means that the training is obviously working really well. I'm able to get the oxygen in better to the muscles and stuff like that, which is the big thing. So yay, training. The training is working. I knew the training was working, but it's just nice to have that like boost to that, because my God, am I in the grind right now? Oh, just like, again, we're back to that, like, as much as I've got shows and stuff coming up, I'm back in that like holding pattern. I'm gonna be very glad when this training session is over. I know I've got more races this year, but like, we've got a summer planned of like hiking and biking, and it's just, I think it's going to be really good. And so I think in the summertime when Dallas is home, the kids will be out of, they're not going to be in summer camps when Dallas is home, except for the Mondays. So I think what will end up happening is we're going to go do all the things. And then where that leaves me with you guys is when Dallas is gone, I'll be live streaming like every day, because the kids will be in camp except for the Mondays. I should just add Mondays on. Be like, can they still come Mondays if you have space? But then when he's home, I'll stream. I'll try and get a couple full days of work, but it'll mostly be evening work, just so we can go do all the things that we can. Because that's one thing that I've noticed is like the run training takes up a lot of time. So that cascades through all of this other stuff. And I'm like, I want to go do fun stuff with the kids this year. And that, like, when it's not an intense day or it's like a half day or whatever like that, whatever, then I come back and I work. But because summer is definitely my busiest prep season. This year, I'll have to do, since we're planning to go to Japan, I'll have to do a lot of the prep actually, like December through February. Well, not even December, like, hopefully I don't get a total burnout like I did after Knit City this year, although I usually do. But I'll have Shindig in October to prep for. So hopefully I'm just kind of able to like roll into it and continue on this year, because yeah, we can, with Japan being in February / early March, we're gonna have about the same amount of prep time as we did this year, and it's not enough for these shows. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I can get it, do it. Just do it. Just do it. Okay, so this is one of the things that I swapped out this time. Usually I trim these apart into their various and sundry drawstring channels. Like, basically this piece needs to be cut in half. I didn't do that with the last round. I was like, you know what, let's try it just like this. Seems to work pretty well. I don't have to fiddle with 2 pieces of fabric, just 1 piece of fabric. And then I trim it down afterwards. And if you're like, Katie, there's loose ends of thread, they get sewn into the bag. That's how they get caught. So, and that, honest to God, is how I catch all my threads in my small box bags and everything. And I haven't had any small box bags unravel yet either, so I'm not worried about it. We need to start adding cord locks onto the leather on these though, so I think that would be a sound decision, just because there seems to be a lot of people with drawstring issues. Although actually the drawstring issues that I've heard aren't something that would be fixed with cord locks. So, but I think we should just start, I'll just start bringing cord locks as an offer to add on for shows and stuff like that. Whew. All right, don't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep. It's only 11:15 here. Want to work until either the child wakes up, which they're already past where they've typically been waking up, in their bed, no less. Oh no, what, 10:30? Did I say? Whatever. Maybe the dryer running is helping them stay awake. Or asleep, awake. I was like talking to them tonight. And I was like, so can you just like, can you stay in your bed, or can you like just go to mama's bed and I'll meet you there when I'm done, sort of thing. And they're like, but I like coming and sitting with you downstairs. And I'm like, no, you don't. I was wrapping up for Ancient Arts on Friday night. And they came like roaring downstairs. Because here's the thing, it's not just that they come downstairs. No, they are so upset. Screaming bloody murder at the top of the stairs. And it's like, and then all they did was complain the rest of the night that it was taking so long and it was going to be morning time soon, which worked until about 1:30. So yes, but come on, child. And then there's a pile of notions pouches back there leering at me, so we'll see if I can get some of those done. I probably won't get the needle stashes done, but they are trimmed and we have lining for all of them. Their pinch point right now is the fact that I would have to go in and interface all of them, so maybe, but I'm not going to focus in on them too hard. I will focus in on some of the notions pouches because we have like 5. I do have about a dozen needle stashers left, so, but definitely needle stashers for, what's my next fiber event after this? My next fiber event after this is Stampede breakfast with Ancient Arts. I'm assuming she's going to accept me, so I feel like that one's pretty safe. And then Vibrations in Victoria in August, which I did just get accepted for, so those will be the next fiber events after Peace. And since June is a slower month, or just a ramp-up month, basically, I will go in after OdaFest. We'll go in and we'll do a shop update for the online shop with photos and everything. Yeah, just keep ticking along here. Why do I have 2 of these? Pretty sure there's only 1 of these bags. There better only be 1. Okay, so that would be drawstring 1 and drawstring 2. Yeah, that looks good. So we'll pop this out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, and I found a whole stack of like bookmarks that are just need to be interfaced and made. We have a lot of bookmarks, but it's nice to see that they're like already prepped. Good mix of fabrics too. And then, yeah, and in like post OdaFest, we'll be going in and starting some new products so that stitch case, actually before OdaFest, we should test that new crescent bag. Do I have time? I don't really have time. The way that Dallas's like vacation had to fall this year because he has blackout dates at the end of May. It's like messed up my production window. So I don't want to work the whole time he's home. Although a lot of the stuff that has to, like, we're staycationing. We're not outside of Dawson. We're not going anywhere. But, yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what I end up getting done. Definitely want to try and get that zip and grip bag. At least one of those made. And then work out from there. Because OdaFest would be a good one to have that available. Because it's a really good, like, makeup, like, I'm going away and I need my makeup bag to, like, stand up on the side of the counter sort of thing. Which means I probably should get some PUL or something. Oh, I have waterproof nylon. I wonder if that would work. Oh, right. I wanted to do sling bags from that. Maybe we should also do some, like, water bottle sling bags to, like, carry water bottles. Anyway. Ramble, ramble, ramble. And as much as I'm only, like, just into the stream, I need to go upstairs and go to the washroom. So I will be back in a few minutes. Oops. All right, I have returned. Let's get back to the chaos. The very slow chaos, but chaos nonetheless. So at the youngest, we're definitely back to, I think I am comfortable saying we are potty trained. We're actually night trained. We've had like one accident in the last week since I was like, nope, we're not wearing any more diapers to bed anymore. But we're definitely on the like higher accident side of having just kind of finished potty training. I don't know. I'd say that they are potty trained, but definitely on the higher accident side of that training completion. We're out of diapers. That's where we're at, and I am extremely glad for that. Actually, to the point where I'm like, I have 2 unopened boxes of diapers. We were doing subscribe and save through Amazon because they were actually cheaper than Costco. I know, but diapers are expensive, yo. So, but I was like, excellent, I can return these because they're unopened. And the last shipment came in like right as we were kind of, I forgot to cancel it. I was actually going to cancel it, and I was like, ah, crap. But both it and actually the shipment before, which we haven't opened up yet either, are both eligible to return. So I'm like, yeah, 100% we are returning these diapers. And then we still have some backups like in the drawers, so that's good. We're not like completely out of diapers. But I don't foresee us using them, so that's nice. So we'll keep it around for a little bit, and then if we don't use them, we'll pass them on to our neighbor who has a little one that isn't in this size yet. So if they ever get to this size, because like our eldest, they were in this size for a bit because they day trained much earlier, like a year and a bit earlier, but they didn't night train until 6 months ago. Mostly we just waited until they were dry at night, like the majority of the time. I was like, all right, we're done with night diapers too. Whereas with the youngest, they're a little bit older, and they honestly have been dry at night for longer than they were dry during the day. So it's like, okay, this makes more sense. Or yeah, wild that night training would be that easy for a kiddo who's been like adamant about not using the potty. Adamant. Oh right, I was gonna dig out those tote bags to also top stitch the canvas on those. I don't think we'll get to them tonight, so I'm not too worried about it. Both kids are like highly concerned. They're like, we want to watch our like iPads or TV or whatever, because that's been our weekend. And I'm like, don't worry, you've got another day before school tomorrow. That's what you're going to be doing. We're playing games or whatever. So they are getting sick of them, which is also good. As much as they love them, they do get sick of them. So yay. By the way, the Japanese word for dragonflies is tonbo. Japanese vocabulary of the day, tonbo. Dragonfly. They're pretty. Oh God, how many bags do I have here? Do we even want to know? I'm not counting this pile, but it's probably around 80, I guess. If there's 112 and we finished 23, Okay, we'll say there's 113 because that just makes the math easier. It means that there's 90 still. Oh God. Okay, so maybe we will just do a cut of this pile and like decide. And then, because here's the thing is I do actually need some more small box bag stock. Because we don't have a lot of small box bags either. Which means we could actually just work with what I have completed now if I could actually spot their drawstring channels. I think that's maybe what we'll do. Finish what, another 30? And try and finish 30 small boxes and like, what, 30 totes? Now the question becomes, do I know where the drawstring channels are for these? I see the handles for the small box bags. See the totes. And then, yeah, and then the other question is, do I know where the tote bag so that we are like, oh yeah, okay, so here's all the drawstrings for the ones that we've got going. I'm going to be picky about this compared to, let's just stop here. Mostly because there are some that 100% need to get finished and out there. And then, yeah, and then I'll grab the tote bags that we had rolling. And then I guess we'll just roll into finishing the rest of these later. Okay, overcommitting strikes again. Okay, so I definitely want the majority of actually that we've already finished tonight. Because like I want the dragonflies and stuff like that. I want this space fabric here. Both space fabrics. I want the cat. I want this sage cat. And I want potato lucky cat. Oh yeah, I want both of these. The floral sassy cats. This is a duplicate, so I'm not going to worry about it. Sushi Neko, 100% needs to be there. Patchwork cats. Yes. That teal cat and this fish. There we go. Cranes. Strawberries. That's a duplicate of the one that we just finished up for the custom order, but that's fine because obviously that went to the customer, not here. Okay, and then in here, I want the fans, which are right here. And these fans. Did we have black fans too? Yeah, we had black fans. I want all 3 fans because that's actually just restock, which is perfect. For like, I'll just put them on the website. So if you want them, they'll be on the website soonish. I definitely want cappuccinos, and I want this one here. These cats, Kittenquisition, the chocolate as well. Okay, this might be more than 30, but that's okay. That's fine. We want Sushi Neko in the other colorway, the like natural beige, natural like unbleached cotton linen. When I say natural cotton linen, I mean unbleached, because that's, as far as I can tell, that's what it is unbleached cotton linen. Basically, it just adds a dusty quality to the fabric. Okay, and then I do want storm clouds. The other potato lucky cats, the one that's on the sand dobby here. And then feel like we should do some dogs, but at the same time, maybe these not quite party animals one with the sloth and stuff like that, because that's like a lot of different animals. Okay. Oh, and the black cat on white and fishing cat. Okay. Flynn, what are you doing back there? Oh, and the Shiba. There we go. There's a good dog one. The Onigiri Shiba. Okay. good. There we go. Now that a whole pile is like all discombobulated. Oh, Shebas. This Sheba with the Dobby on the mustard. Because that's also, so we got a good, let's just take a double check here. We've got a good color combo going on, along with the ones that we just finished. So that's good. Okay, these can all go back in the bin. Anything else I want to add from here? Oh, yeah. This guy. Sushi? We'll worry about that one later. Owls. Owls are usually pretty popular. There we go. All right. So the majority of these are actually already stitched. So let's see. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Far more than 30. It's probably closer to 40 to 45. 3, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. And then we're going to, okay, yeah, we're not going to do all of these, but let's see. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. 42. 43. And there is 44, 45, 46. Okay. We'll try. 46. Plus one behind that needs a, doesn't need much work. Okay. 46. 46 Kato. So maybe what we'll do is we'll pare down and choose like, I don't know, 20 small box bags to finish or something. Which is actually something I should do tonight. And then I could turn the handles tomorrow. I think it's supposed to be nicer outside tomorrow. Well, no, actually it's supposed to be shitty weather again tomorrow. It's like, it wasn't too, well, no, never mind. I was like, it wasn't too bad today. No, it was totally snowed again today. But it was like warm enough that as soon as it hit the ground, it was like melting. So it's just like wet. But it wasn't rain either. So it's like, come on. In between. But yeah, so I went out for a walk with Tara. Down around, we actually walked in the mall today because I was just like, well, with the kids, it's like, or with the youngest, still like on the edge of potty training. I'm like, you know what? I'm hesitant with the weather anyway, and let's stay close to washrooms. So we walked around Chinook, and then we went down to like a playground that's like super close to that. And yeah, it was just like puddles everywhere on all the equipment and everything like that. They definitely got soaked. Youngest definitely stuck their hands straight in puddles, and it's like, well, okay, so it wasn't too bad when it was just the hand of the mitten, but then they stuck their hands in like a deep enough puddle that it went and soaked around to the back of the hand as well, and I'm like, okay, that's enough. And it was a good call too, because by the time we got to we dropped Tara off, and then by the time we got back to the reservoir, like driving over it, it was like there was another band of moisture coming in. So yeah, yay, fun times. Crazy spring weather right now. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see what we can do. think we can pull this off. Maybe. Did I? Okay, good. I was like, oh no, did I like throw all those ones that I selected into like the bin? But no, I did set them aside. They're on the chair beside me. Blah, 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 blah. The hardest part is like going to be digging through the pile and finding them in the pile. So that'll be the next thing. And we'll also track, so we need to track down the tote bags that need their canvas stitched down. And we need to select small box bags that need to be stitched. Okay. Hell, even if I add 10 to 15 small box bags, that's better than not adding any. And like I'm like, okay, so what can I get done in like kind of like day sprints right now? And I can definitely get done what I ended up putting canvas on for tote bags. I think if we do 10 small box bags, we can definitely get those done. And then, because I'm also thinking about what training I have this week and stuff like that. So I'm going to do the long run tomorrow. As long as I get up and actually do it and not dawdle isn't too bad. We should be down here by like lunch at the latest, if not earlier. And then, yeah, do need to go out and get, actually maybe that's what we'll do is actually I'll work in the morning, do my wake up shit. We need to go out to the grocery store because I need to get my my Libre for my glucose monitoring. So I should put that in before I go for this long run. And then stuff and sundries. Yeah, because honestly, I could get my butt downstairs easier than I can get my butt on the treadmill in the morning typically. And then just go for a run in the afternoon instead. I can make cauliflower soup and turn small box bag of candles tomorrow night. While I'm like letting it like simmer and everything like that. Take the kids to a playground in the afternoon as well after my run so that they can go be hooligans for a little bit. And they're in school on Wednesday, so I'll drop them off, go for my run right away, whatever the hell it is. I don't know what it is. And come back. Finish tote bags. Finish tote bags Wednesday. There we go. Finish. So the small box bags on Thursday. Wrap on Kato and Notions pouches on Friday. We have to pack the truck on Friday too. Flynn, what you doing, bud? Yes, I know. I can hear you over there. What's up? What you doing? He's like, oh no, I was caught. Maybe if I stay silent, she'll ignore me. This is like such a necessary evil step. I don't like it. If I don't do it, the drawstring unravels. So I understand, but my goodness. It's tedious. I still do think it's easier with the bigger piece. Yeah, I know I'm fiddling with it more than I would with the short pieces, but I don't have to fiddle with two pieces. I can just do one piece. Basically, once you're going, you're good most of the time. I say as it like opens up there. All right, there we go. Better. Better. Okay, fold, under, fold, pull. Okay. Oh. I'm like unpurposefully slumping. Okay, there we go. That's better. I actually leverage the fact that my sewing chair has a back, and honestly, if I pull it up a bit more, I'll be even more comfortable. My God. The thought. There we go. Oh yeah, so anyway, so I was talking earlier in, like, at the beginning of the stream about, so Phantasma and Enchantra, 100%. I just listened to Beautiful Things, and because it was like coming, it had internet hype, and I got a chance to like borrow it from the library. Of course, I was just like, oh my God, not the actual, it was so slow burn. It took 80% of the book to get to anything. Like, it's like hyped as this like super kind of sexy, spicy Regency era romance, and it took 80% of the book, and I'm like, well, that's not super spicy. Now, when you did get to it, it was good. Probably some of the better stuff I've read recently. Definitely better than A Beast and His Beauty from a few weeks ago. But like, it took 80%, and it's not a standalone, which I didn't realize. Apparently there's another book, because basically you get this like super sexy scene, drama, and then basically cuts to black, practically. So now I'm like, ugh, do I want to commit my time to another one? I kind of do, just for the smut. I think it's going to be really good once it actually happens. Also, maybe in the second book it'll be faster. But it was like, the plot is just kind of not doing it for me. I'm definitely there for the smut, which is fine. But that is partly why I'm annoyed that it took 80% of the book to get there. Also, it was like, the narrator was actually pretty good, but there was like a lot of what I would consider pause sounds. Verbalizations that didn't need to be verbalized. It was like, oh, kind of painful. I almost DNF'd in the first like 5 to 10% because of it. It's like, no, I'll stick it out for a bit longer. And then I don't know how or why I got sucked into it for so long when I was like, I don't know if I want to finish. Actually, one of those, on a completely different one, there was a historical fiction I read or listened to last year. Oh, what was the title? It was also super hyped up. But the main character, a friend taught me a phrase of like years ago now called TSTL, Too Stupid to Live. And oh my God, this main character was terrible for it. It just popped up, or I just saw it on my like red thing. The story was really good, so that's what pulled me in, but I'm like, I'm not, again, another one with a sequel, and I'm like, I'm definitely not finishing that one. At least this one I just did, it wasn't that bad. Now I'm on to a non-spicy book, or at least not there for the smut book. Daisy Jones and the Six. It's one that I really enjoy Taylor Jenkins. I think it's Taylor Jenkins Reid. I really like her writing, because she's the one that wrote that other one, right? The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Wait. Was that it? Let me see. Okay, I rated it 3 stars, but I remember enjoying The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo way more, and then I thought, okay, never mind. But it is by Taylor Jenkins Reid, And I'm listening to it on Libby. It's Daisy Jones and the Six. It's got like this massive cast of people doing voices. So I am 10% in so far. It's pretty short. It's like 9 hours long. So compared to a lot of the audiobooks I listen to. I basically went into my Libby app today with the library and I went, all right, what do you have available that I'm even slightly interested in testing? Because there's going to be a lot of audiobooks in the next few days. Yeah, it's like, all right, wish for my coffee to be strong and my batteries to last for as long as they can. And turn like all the fancy stuff off, like no transparency mode, no noise cancellation, nothing, just earbuds. Which is probably better with the kids downstairs anyway. The youngest definitely drew all over themselves tonight because, hi, why wouldn't you when you're 3 and almost 4? I'll give them they'll get a good scrub tomorrow. I was just looked down at them. I'm like, I'm not dealing with this tonight. You can just go to bed. And then they pulled a power play because I was like, all right, choose some jammies. And they're like, no. And I'm like, okay. Just go to bed. I fell asleep pretty fast, though. We did do a later bedtime tonight because I was like, all right. And I know I'm on later, but that's because I had a nap while they were falling asleep. Mom hack. It's not sleep when the babies sleep. It's sleep when the preschoolers sleep. So you can get other shit done. My eldest was very concerned about where I would be in the house tonight. Like, I will be downstairs. Don't worry. So, I still haven't heard bloody murder being cried yet, so that's good at least. Okay, once we're done these, I think we should go in and select the handles for the small box bags. 10, 15. Let's go with 15, because or 20. You're like, Katie, why does the number keep going up? Let's get 20, because realistically, all that needs to happen. So we need to do 20 zippers then, 20 top stitchings, so that's 80 seams, because the fabric's already cut and interfaced. We need to turn all the handles, and like I already have a plan for that. Like I said, while I'm making soup tomorrow night, I can turn them upstairs. Hell, we probably could even get 25. And here's the thing: if I don't get them done, then I don't fucking get them done. Who the fuck cares? If you see one that you really, if you're watching the stream and you're like, I'll be at Dawson and I really, really want this one, I'll make sure it gets done. Easy. Flailing my hand. Oh my goodness. So the one thing, I loved this sewing chair. I treated myself during COVID because I was pregnant, and I was using an old IKEA chair that I'd had for a while. 15 years at that point. And we're still using it, actually. It's going to be the kids' sewing chair for out here. But anyway, it was not supportive enough for like my widening hips. So I invested in this chair, and it has been way better. But the back does tend to like slip. I don't know how to fix it. It's like, okay, tighten the knob down as much as possible for sure, but like I don't know what else to do. So if you see me adjusting it every once in a while, it's just going to slowly creep down, and then like in 6 months I'll be like, oh right, I can raise this thing again. Or maybe not 6 months. What are we, April? Probably during Knit City Prep in August. I'll be like, oh wait, I can put this up. That's right. Oh. Alright. So basically just what I'm doing is we're creating hems for the drawstrings so that we can so it doesn't fray. Or at least it doesn't fray into the bag. Okay, it's just Optical illusion. It looked like something was like caught to the needle shaft. I don't know, somewhere in here. Just the way it was like reflecting the fabric and everything. Anyway, whatever. You don't care. I don't care. I'm just rambling. Anyway, yeah, so we're making a little hem here so that the drawstring doesn't, like, the drawstring channel doesn't unravel into anything, because that would be annoying. A, I don't like unraveling threads into bags. B, yeah, stuff. Also, it's in the pattern. And as much as I wing it on patterns regularly, I do typically try and, like, not wing it on important stuff like this. Trimming your corners down to 45 degrees. Should I? Probably. Do I? No. Did that get caught? That got caught. Okay, cool. Okay, so choose small box bag handles. I do not turn box bag handles on camera. That would need to be behind a paywall. Or if you see me do it, it's extremely, extremely, extremely rare for it to occur on the interwebs. So yeah, so we'll pick them out tonight and then we'll sew them, or I'll turn them tomorrow. What else do we need to do here? We need to find the exteriors we want. Actually, so yeah, with the small box bag, should I do it? We can't sew any black zipper small box bags because our black zippers still aren't here. They better come this week. Because, like, it's been... So I ordered them mid-December. So that means that it's been almost 5 months. Has it been 5? Jesus. It's like, would it be faster if I just cancel the order and reorder? Like, what is going on here? Well, they explained a few things, but like at this point, the fact that it was supposed to ship out in 3 to 5 days 4 weeks ago is it's like, if you guys are that strapped for shipping department, you need to YKK, you need to hire some people. Hi, Wendy. Yes, I am very glad. I sound semi-normal right now. Although I'm going to still have a Halls, which is a cough drop, because it just tastes good. And it's sugar-free. And I'm craving candy, but it's too late for candy. My body would not like it. All right, so we've pared down the amount, Wendy. 46 Kato. We're going to pick 25 small box bag fabrics, and I'm going to track down the tote bag fabrics that we slammed the canvas onto the other day. Where the fuck they went. Their zippers are right here. I know they haven't gone far, but they're, no, I don't know why. Whatever. Drawstrings. Drawstrings don't need to be chain pieced with canvas. All the little drawstring flags. Okay, where... First things first, I'm gonna turn that off. Where did the tote bags go? Did I pop them back on the desk here? Was that where they went? No. Oh God. Okay. I know that I put the extra fabric over here. So where did the tote bags that we put the canvas on go? My eldest came down and was giving me shit for being up so late the other day. Like before the pop-up for Hanami. And I'm like, dude, You could go to my bed. Like, come on, child. You're taking so long. I'm like, yeah, I know. I told you it was going to be a long time. I have a lot of work to do. It's almost morning time. I should have actually told them. It's like, yeah, it actually is morning time. It was about 1:30 at that point. Oh, I found them, I think. Yeah, I think I did it. Why are they buried? I don't understand, but okay. Oh, that's an, oh. Maybe we can do that one. I don't know. Sorry, there's a small box bag here that's like basically done, but I might not have a zipper color for it because we still don't have our black zipper pulls. I was just saying that, but I'll say it again. I am pissed. Ooh, and we've got a, no, there is a finished cake cozy. Where the fuck are all... So I finished some little notions pouches yesterday. Now where the hell did I put them? Buried somewhere. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna pop them on that table, on the desk, because I think that makes sense. Oh, they're down here. Yay, I found them. I was like, wait, maybe they're here. They are! Yay! Okay. 100% getting distracted, but that's okay because that's finished stock. So we really want that to come with us. There's an extra. Oh, well, okay. It's nearly finished stock. They need their turning seams closed up still. Don't mind me while I just wander around chatting at you and you can't see me. Okay. But that was only. Okay, so there's 1.5, 2.5, 3.5. Because how many did we end up like actually doing? It was something like 15 or something, right? So okay, these have a plan now. So let's pull you back out and pop you back underneath the table. Is that them? That's them. Success. Okay, cool. And if you're like, Katie, why are you so scattered? Welcome to the stream. Are you surprised? I'm not surprised. I'm sorry if you're surprised. There's one of the small box bags I definitely want to get done. Anyway, what I'm trying to think of is like, what can we get done in like little... Hi, where are you? Oh, hi, you're up there. Okay. Flynn's up on the... Actually, you might be able to see him over here. He's up on the shelf right here. Very pink. Very pink nose because he's so pleased with himself. I thought I heard him scramble up there, but I hadn't checked. Okay. So we want the blue strawberries. We definitely want the black Oh, no, we can't do the goddamn black. Oh, no, I can. We're going to cheat that one and we'll use a bright pink zipper. That's what we'll do for that one. And there is one more tote bag down here I want to take with me because it's just bright and cheery and I need some bright and cheery right now. Oh, wait, what? Okay. Oh, and the sheep too. God damn. They got missed. Okay. There are four tote bags to add. Ooh, okay. Scary. Not really. I think we already matched. Oh yeah, we definitely matched their zippers already. Because there was that whole discussion about the frickin' that thing. The dusty rose. That's right. I'm like, what happened? Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, and then we'll add 4 here. So I'm gonna add this super bright one, the sheep, the hedgies, and the like this gray and blue outlined sheep. Which we're going to a Fibre Festival, and then that bright this one that looks like 90s anime florals. Deep breath. Let's dive into small box bags. I'm gonna select them from the exterior fabrics because then it's easier. It's actually far easier to dig through the, these are all scrunchies. These aren't even small box bags. Never mind. Those are small box bags. Anyway, it's easier to dig through to find the handles if I do it from the exteriors to the interiors. What the fuck is all this? All right. Well, it's not even related to any of the projects right now. That's a small box bag, and that's a small box bag. This is the one that I would love to finish, but I don't know if we'll be able to do it without the black zipper pulls. So, random. Oh, that's a drawing from the kiddo. Can't tell if they're mad or sad. Okay, this is not quite party animals. It's kind of dull. We need some bright stuff. So we definitely want that one. So that's 2, maybe. And this is the one. No, that's gonna need a black zipper. God damn. That's super annoying. All right. Angry apron cat, because it's may as well just be done. Basically is done. Sushi Neko on red. So 1, 2, 3. Let's say 3 for sure, maybe 4. The squirrels and rabbits with the pink background, pink like floral stuff. This one, it's always super popular, and we'll put a navy zipper in it. Hey, you can actually see what the hell I'm talking about now. Maybe. Polka dot bunnies. I really like this green outlined cat, so we'll do that one. It needs a good iron, apparently. I'm gonna do Alice, both Alices. So there's one with red. Maybe, baby. Here's the other thing is, even if they just gave me a fucking tracking number, I could, like, if it was coming in on Friday, then we could just focus in on everything else and get everything done except for putting the goddamn zipper pulls on, and it would be fine if I knew that they were coming this week. But I don't know if they're coming this week. Super annoying. Yeah, actually that would be cool. No, that's too dark a red. Damn it. Yeah, just go to China, like my Chinese manufacturers, like I do for all the other stuff. And be like, I need a YKK zipper pull with Nikozuki. Actually, Ginger Snap that, who's another bag maker in this area, does, so she does zippers through Pacana. I've worked with the Pacana zippers before. I didn't like them because they curled a lot. This can be a navy zip or a teal zip, so that one stays. So that's why I never really took off for me on those ones. But she puts a like zipper pull, like a tab, basically, I guess would be the best description of it. Yes. No. It needs its handle still sewn. Yes, and yes, and yes, and yes, and yes, yes, yes. And if you're like, Katie, what the hell are you talking about? Yes, yes, 100% yes. Sushi restaurant, macaron critters, sweater cats, and then this Victorian tea time cats that I never quite know what the fuck is going on, although it has not been cut in half yet. Sheep, yes. Cats, yes. Citrus, yes. Owls, yes. Not the brown owls. That one is special. That doesn't go right now. What's this? That's a gyoza. If I knew where your handle is, we could finish you. So I'll pop you out so that if I find it, we can do it. Yes. Yes. Strawberries apparently are super popular, so that's what I'm saying yes to right now is strawberry fabrics. We still have a lot of like unfinished cat head pouches, although they've been mediocre popularity, so I don't know. Also, the interior cuts are not quite large enough, so I probably should rectify that. Fish, yes. Cats, yes. Geisha, yes. Ooh, yeah. Fans, yes. Is that everything? No. We had 149 small box bags. What the heck? Where'd they all go? Yes, you 100%. Oh. You're like nearly finished cake cozies. What the hell? Okay, what the hell? Where is the rest of these? Okay. And there is more pockets for Kato. Goddamn. Okay. I know what they are. Anyway, more yeses. Dogs. Purple. Oh, that's a grime guard. We're not going to worry about that then. No, I've got gray, navy, and red right now. So, unfortunately not. Be pretty boring. Although that would be fun. Actually, that would be fun for the Alice bag with the red. Although it's not the bright enough red still. I have also lost track of how many we actually have here. I don't want you, actually. I'm gonna go dig through the other pile. I think that there should, yeah, there it is. Okay. It's under the tote bag cuts. Damn it. Those two. Spank Bear? Was Spank Bear one of the ones that we prepped? It's totally one of the ones we prepped, right? Better be. I want Spank Bear. Spank Bear. Are these gyoza bag cuts? I definitely see some of the small box bag cuts here. I thought. There's one. Where'd the rest of you go? Where are 149 cuts hiding? I thought that they were all in the laundry basket of whips, but because that would have made too much sense, apparently. Or they just buried. Oh yeah, there's a bigger handful. What else do we want then? Are these? Nope. Definitely not what we're working on right now. Where the fuck did the rest of you go? Because you're not in that bin. And that's not 149 cuts. I hope. I also have a whole stack of like ones for glasses cases too, actually already cut. Just need interiors for those. Okay, those are all small box bag cuts for sure, so they go back into the bin. This bin is totes and Kato, so that makes sense. It's all pockets. Hedgies should come. Because Hedgies can have a great zipper, yeah. And then I've got a bin of the minis that we still have left to finish. And then there's a whole stack of the drawstring channels. Okay. So what the hell? Because like, yeah, there's a lot of the patchwork cats and everything like that. Okay. Deep breath. Is that enough? Yes and no. Probably. That's probably enough to, that's the amount that I'll be able to get finished. I'm just annoyed where the rest of them went. Yeah, I know. Wasting time digging through stuff instead of just sewing. But, you know. There's fans. Definitely want those fans. Hey, there we are. There's a great big pile of them. Okay, good. Good. There we go. Okay. Well, there's at least a better selection. We need to make more informed decisions, I guess. And then stuff that isn't related. And a whole stack of gyoza bags that we still need to finish too. All right. Well, you know what we're doing in like May and June. That's still not all of them, but it's definitely a larger chunk again. Okay, so the ones that I pulled that I was like, fuck yes. Fans. Camping. Bunnies with sakura. Monochrome hedgies. Because hi, adorable. Spank bear. Melting cats, because we need representation across all bags. And then this, that dog fabric again. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Yes, yes. No, no. Yes, no, no, because I already have that one. Yes to turtles. Yeah, I can already tell you that this is not all of them because I already see like bag handles over here that just aren't even represented in this pile. So where the rest of them went, who knows? We'll find them. Because that sold pretty much instantly. Yes, yes, no, it hasn't even sold yet. Yes, no, 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 no. Yes, hi cat. You better not turn anything off. Thank you. Yes, yes, no. Yes, yes, yes. Shit, we can't do some of those that I just was like, yes, we're going to totally just chuck them over without thinking about color. Yes, because it sold pretty much instantly. Yes, yes, no, yes, no, no, no. Okay. So gotta go back through this pile again. Yes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. This is really a small box bag. Okay. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 39. All right, there we go. Let's do 25. Nope, nope. Never how it goes. I need the zipper box because that's the next step is choosing zippers for these guys. Which I think in the chaos ended up. Okay. I know you're using it as a hidey behind bin, but we don't actually need this bin on this table anymore. I went through and I, because of course, this is the perfect time to like be cutting and thinking I'll be sewing notions pouches. So I did prep a bunch of those yesterday, but at least they're prepped, because here's the thing. I think pouches will be good for Odafest as well. Where the fuck did the zippers go then? Okay, so that's minis. That's passports. And that is just a random bin that really is not involved with anything. Oh, okay, 47, because we need navy sushi neko. If I was able to do the green, we would have a trifecta, but and banana cat if we can get it done. Okay, anyway, we won't be able to get anywhere if I don't have zippers, though. Where'd the zippers go? What the fuck? I had that big bin. Like, there's a big bin of zippers, and then I had a small bin that was on top of it for the smaller zippers, like a green, like these Drona boxes. Drona bags. Oh boy. And I was just working with it recently, so like, when I say recently, like the last couple of days. Okay, there are more small box bag cuts too. Okay, good. Haven't completely lost my brain. Well, just 90% of it. Okay. Weird. What ate the zippers? Probably the cats. Because this is itty bitty zippers, so I need the next bin size up, because it had the short zippers in it. What the fuck? Where did it go? Oh my god. Okay, well. You can pause over here for now. And we also gotta find the handles, because this is the leather Drona. I give up right now. Okay, these need, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 more bags to add, because why not? That at least I know. The tote bag canvas is right here. So we need 8 pieces of canvas. 2, 4, 6, 8. All right, mischief makers, give me back my frickin' zippers. And oh my god, cat. Look at that. Shed season. Okay, I do need tape for that to like, I don't have my lint roller here for some reason, so we'll just use some tape to like pull it off, I guess. Better. Perfect? No. Better? Yes. I totally failed on like making sure I was prepared for the Easter Bunny this year. And so after I picked the kids up from their aunt on Saturday, I'm like, so we gotta go buy some chocolate so we can give some to the Easter Bunny so that he brings you some eggs. Then I took one of their bowls and we put eggs out for the Easter Bunny, and then they were gone in the morning. So it worked out, but I was like, oh shit. Just ran out of time this year. Even though it's like a late Easter time, it was like, it snuck up on me really hard. Yes, I still have black thread in here. No, I don't care right now because we're sewing black canvas to tote bags. And I'm not swapping it out because we're literally going to sew it. And then right after this, go in for top stitching. Yes, I turned it back down to construction length. I just did that. So anyway. It's like, ah, shit. I had like their the stuff to help with the Easter baskets, but egg hunt stuff was a little bit lacking. And then I couldn't find like their Easter baskets or the plastic Easter eggs to put the chocolate Easter eggs in, and just, oh. So that tells me it's like, okay, we need to like really go through and organize our storage room and stuff like that. I need to also do another de-stashing out of yarn now that I'm like I did a good pare down last year. I think I got rid of like a half to full bin almost. I need to be even harsher and do it again, but like it takes so much mental energy to do that. So on top of the mental energy of everything else, I don't know. Cat problems. I'm annoyed about the Easter Bunny stuff. But next year, some years are better than others for events. They got kites this year, which they are super fucking cool kites. They're like a dragon and a butterfly. They were at Costco a few weeks ago, so I was like, the eldest has been asking for a kite for like a couple months now. And they're like, you know what? This is the perfect timing for this. So they're really excited about that. And lots of chocolate, because they love chocolate. Pretty sure the youngest made themselves sick again yesterday. They did it at Halloween, because basically our policy on these sorts of days, it's just like, yeah, eat however much you want. It doesn't matter. Well, the next few days, because it's like, whatever. It's a few days out of the year sort of thing. But at Halloween, we did what's called a trunk or treat, which is where there's a bunch of businesses set up in our like rec center parking lot, and you went around and you trick or treated at these trunks. It was fun, actually. It was the first year they did it. It was really busy. But they basically like made out like bandits there, and then the next day they like just gorged themselves on their candy, and they were like, I don't feel so good. They were looking a little bit green around the gills, and it's like, yeah, that's what happens when you eat like a bunch of candy. And I think they didn't quite pass to that point yesterday, but my God, did they get close. It's actually kind of funny. It's like, come on. You know what happens if you eat too much? Because they haven't done it since either. Not that, well, they have an opportunity, I guess, at Christmas to do it, but Christmas is, I guess, maybe not the same, like, amount of candy as Halloween and Easter, really. And then the eldest still had a really green nose, like snot yesterday, so I had to make the call of like, yeah, we better not go up to that birthday party. Which sucked. I was like, I had actually planned to do it. Oh yes. The Halloween candy incident was, honestly, as a parent, kind of hilarious. I don't think even with my sweet tooth, I think I've ever actually gone through and eaten so much candy that I've made myself sick. Or if I did, I don't remember it. All right. So, fail on the zippers for now. So what we'll do is we'll go in and we will actually do the top stitch on all of these. I don't know why I'm trimming them apart besides the fact that it's a little bit easier to start the top stitch. I'll have to do it with the other ones as well, I guess. Yeah. Surprised. Oh God, it's already 20 to 1. Okay. Since I have my long run tomorrow, I probably should only work until about 1, because the kids are usually up around 7:30, so that still gives me a nice 6 hours of sleep. Yay! I will make sure that I have enough sleep before the half marathon. So May will be for sleeping and catch up and OdaFest. Like I said, we still got to decide exactly what I'm making for OdaFest. Everyone keeps asking if I've got licensed fabrics. I'm like, no. Licensed fabrics are such a gray area. I don't even want to touch them. So, and most of the ones that you even see in Japan, they're not for commercial use. And I'm like, okay. Now, I think most of the time that doesn't involve homemade business, like, yeah, handmade businesses. Well, it does though, I think, because we're still, whatever. I just don't touch it. I'm like, I don't need to, no. I don't need to worry about that sort of shit. So, but I do think that maybe a few zipping grips and a couple other things like that wouldn't go astray for OdaFest, because that's like a good tools carrying thing, or like makeup bag or whatever. So I might attempt to get a couple of those done. I don't know. So. Nope. Bobbin ran out. Bobbin ran out. We run out of bobbin. And I'll wrap up on the rest of the mini traveler slings that we have cut. And were you around for the fight with the passport folders, Wendy? Holy shit. They were like, I'm still not happy with them. I'm like, God damn it. Because we've already cut so many of them. And they're just really tight. And I'm like following the directions. I don't know, maybe if I had cut just a little bit too small or something, but it's just like, oh, these suck. So I'm committed to what I have right now, but I don't know. Well, I think what I'll do next time is I'll cut the exterior like a 1/2 inch to 1 inch wider. Because it's just too tight for the passports to go upright, even on the one that finished correctly. And then on the one that I finished correctly, technically, it's left-handed because I put the fucking zipper or Velcro in the wrong spot. I'm like, really? Insult to injury. Salt in the wound. Like, Jesus. Can't just have like a nice, chill, I'm bored with what I'm currently sewing, so I want to add a product session. Although I did do luggage tags and they turned out awesome, so I don't know what to tell you. Okay, pop this one underneath and then we'll start winding this next bobbin. I'm really annoyed. I wonder if the kids actually stole the bin that had the zippers in it. Let's hope they did not. Well, no, they're not all, the zippers aren't all spread around the room, so never mind, they're not in there. Good. It is a blow. It's like, well, yeah, look at these. They're gorgeous. They turned out like spectacular, but they're like way too small. So what I can salvage it. It's fine because I can salvage it, but it's like, so this is the OG one. This is the one that made me. That's why I decided that the like Velcro needed to be smaller. So that turned out nice. This is the only one that's even close to being correct, and I still got to go in and do the zipper and everything here again. It's fine. It closes. We will not be able to top stitch it though, which is why I think I need to go in and probably do another inch larger around, just match the interior cut sort of thing. So that one, this one's okay. I would feel comfortable selling it. These ones, I need to actually go in and redo the passport pocket again. Fucking again. And we're going to end up doing a vertical pocket. So it'll only be for 2 passports, which whatever. And not a big deal. But like when you put them in, and I'm using Canadian passports, obviously, it doesn't close correctly. Look at that. Look at how much extra fabric, like how much extra interior there is. It still closes though and everything. But I'm like, well, that defeats the purpose. Actually, I think that's worse than it was the other day. Jesus. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'll go in and we'll do a this way. And then there'll just be, I don't know, an extra like a business card slot or something up there, I guess. Okay, I'm like, where's the 4th passport? But it is there. At least this one closes right-handed. It looks really good still, but I'm just so annoying. And I think part of it, and I think this one's even worse. I think this is the smallest one. Part of it is, yeah, look at that. It doesn't even go past the zipper. Although there's less interior poking out. I don't get what's up with these. Skill. Maybe they just need to go into timeout for a little bit longer again. Definitely a little bit of it's probably that I was rushing. This was actually the smallest. And then this one is also left-handed. Or that is the left-handed one. Oh no, that's right. Okay. Yeah, it's the one. So this is probably the one that's actually closest when I look at it. Yeah. So it's like, damn it. Oh yeah, that is the closest one. Okay, so we ended up with 2. 1. No, 1 out of 4. Yeah. It's just like, goddamn. And yeah, okay, and then this one ended up being left hand open as well, which that's fine. We can have some lefty products. Although now that I look at it, yeah, so the big thing was that the zipper was needed to be installed super correctly. We still can't top stitch this. So what, yeah, so even if I added like a 1/2 inch of exterior fabric next time, I think that would just ease everything up. Or just, I don't know. And I cannot use the zipper foot with these guys because it does not work. It was, or at least it, yeah, the zipper foot makes the bobbin extremely angry on this machine. Probably need to mess around with the tension, but I'm also like, it worked fine for the minis. I don't get it. Which also I only had 1 fail for the minis that we'll need to go in and turn. So that's not too bad, all things considered. Still, it's like, as much as the passport folders are annoying, it's also like, well, you know what? Like, I am currently making tote bags from Japanese fabric. So we're adding canvas bottoms and currently top stitching the canvas down so that it behaves itself later. Anyway, as much as those like passport folders are a little bit of a fail right now, hopefully not later, the sewing has overall, knock on wood, gone very smoothly. So I need, knock on wood, I don't even know if the like sewing table is wood. Yeah, so if you caught the like other ones, it's passport folders. I was just discussing that they were fighting. So they're in timeout right now. They're new product that needs a little bit more revamping. I made like 1 and then I committed to cutting a bunch. But what's on the table right now is tote bags. So welcome to the stream and the chaos. Hopefully you enjoy. Perfect. I've got a bunch more. I'm going to be messing around a little bit just to make sure that they actually go together well. Excellent. Thank you, Wendy. I figured as much. Yeah, so I've got a bunch cut and they'll be coming for the summer now instead of, they'll be for the summer instead of May, basically. Throw them in the chat, Wendy, and then I can read it as I'm looking up. I always appreciate your insight on these things. Obviously, the Velcro thing is just me fucking up. That was just poorly placed. But like I said, at least the luggage tags worked out really well. Oh, actually, don't throw it in the chat because I have like 12 minutes and then I am going to like go to bed. Pretty much. Sweet. I love the that Sakura fabric is gorgeous. All of them are gorgeous. But I was trying to like lean into the floral theme because I just finished a show in Calgary for, oh wait, oh, these are already top stitched. That's exciting. Okay. All right. Top stitched, top stitched, top stitched. So they can go back here. Are these ones top stitched too? Fuck yeah. Okay, cool. That's actually a much larger time savings than I thought it would be. Okay, now what we will do is we'll go in and we'll dig out the bags that I made decisions on for Kato. Oh God, this pile. Okay. I know. I've got 12 minutes left. Let's figure out what we're sewing. Whatever, it can carry over into tomorrow. Okay. So I know for sure that we are doing this red one here and that we're doing sushi neko. So this guy underneath. So we'll pop they need to be sewn. Okay, they're going on the back of the rose chair over here because that's probably the best place for them. Right? Right. Maybe. I don't fucking know anymore. We're winging it. Okay, there we go. I'm pretty sure we decided on the purple rose cats too, right? Did I decide on purple? Yes, because I decided on purple rose cats and blue rose cats and the sage cats. Right? Blue. There's sushi neko. Oh God. Okay. These need to be trimmed apart and like removed from the pile as I do them. Okay. Red rose cats. Purple rose cats. I thought that I decided on purple rose cats unless I was like, hey, no. Okay, there's sage cats. What did I say? Sushi neko, which is on the top of the pile here. Sushi neko, sushi neko, sushi neko. There's the blue rose cats. I am like 95% sure that I decided on the purple rose cats, so we'll leave it in the pile. If I top stitch one and we don't have it, whatever. Autumnal patchwork cats, which is this one that's got that like really nice warm color. Okay. No. Yes to the Shibas. Shibas. Did we keep both cappuccinos or just the one? Oh yeah, there's the purple. Of course, as soon as I stop looking for it, the purple pops up. Sweet. Not there, over here. I know that I've got the planets and the dragonflies, even though, yeah, there's cappuccino. Okay. Distracted. Okay. We didn't do popcorn, but I'm pretty sure we did fishing cats. Yes. Yay, fishing cats. Fishing cats is this one with the stripies. And it's fishing cats, and it's really fun because this guy's like fishing down and the cat's actually getting pulled up instead. Okay, I did not choose pom-poms. I did not choose pastel. I did choose chocolate. The purple chocolate and the pink chocolate. Drawstring there. And, oh, they're wide, so I'll have to trim them down. Green cappuccinos. As I like blow out the exposure on my camera with how bright that is. Perfect. I love it. I do, and that was not sarcastic. I do actually love it. Bright and cheery. Okay. The pink chocolate. It's basically just the chocolate bars in a different colorway. So these ones, my dear. Oh, okay. It looks like they headed out. Never mind. Pink chocolate bars. Yeah, Wendy, I'll definitely take any suggestions you have. But yeah, let's chat about it next stream tomorrow night, maybe. Or something. Did not do birds. We did do Shiba, because then I'll be able to like actually look at it. And I'll actually be on later tomorrow night because I don't have to have a long run on Wednesday. Although I gotta get the kids to school right away. I actually wonder what my run on. Actually, I think it's God. This like so I swapped out of the marathon into the half marathon, obviously, and not obviously, but the training program I think is actually more brutal right now, and I'm like, what? It's a lot of speed work is what it is, and I'm not used to doing speed work because I'm used to just doing the endurance, like, all right, build up your like, yeah, time on feet and versus anything else, I guess. Okay, we did not do dragon. We did not do Inari's foxes. Did we? Okay, so there's the fans. The black fans. If we did not do that, I do want it because I'm pretty sure we've definitely got white fans. And I thought we had blue as well. So much off the screen, sorry. Any sushi restaurants, did we? No. Doesn't look like it. If we did, I can always come back to it, whatever. I did choose the black cat because hi, gorgeous black cat. We did not do red panda. I did not do any of the penguins, which that's kind of sad actually, but whatever. Did not do the pandas, and I did not do polar bears. I'll listen for a moment to see if they're going to come downstairs. No popcorn. Well, that is my sign or signal that it is time to go upstairs, I guess. All right. Have a fantastic day, Wendy. I will be back on tomorrow night. I will caffeinate so that we're not too tired. And we'll see what we can get done, hopefully. And I'll get a lot of work done tomorrow afternoon as well. Probably the majority of this sorting actually will get finished tomorrow. I say as I keep picking at it here. They haven't come down the stairs yet, so. Oh, did they actually climb into my bed? They must have. A leather. Sorry, I will answer those questions. I know, sorry. Like, I'm gonna run away, but it sounds like they might have actually gone to my bed. I don't hear anything. Okay, well, let's finish the sorting. Leather bottom bag. I would need a new machine for a leather bottom bag. And they're expensive. Like it's a pretty big investment to start making them, so I don't know. I am looking to make waxed canvas bags. I actually have waxed canvas to work with. I just haven't gotten there yet because everything else has been keeping me busy. Like insanely busy. So we'll probably do, what did we discuss that it was going to be like tote bags out of the waxed canvas. And then I would do lining of, oh no, we did have crepe cats. And then I would do like a lining of Japanese fabric. I was thinking that would be really cool. Wild, you are not showing up in the viewer count. Sorry, I thought that you had left, my dear. Dragonflies. There we go. Anyway, I won't say no, but I will say unlikely. The canvas is kind of a stretch even. Worthy and wonderful, and I love it, and I love how it frames it for the tote bags and the Kato and everything like that, but yeah, even that's a stretch for me. Waxed canvas, though, I think will be a lot of fun to add in. Okay, not quite party animals. No. No. Strawberries, yes. It's like, so this background here looks like denim. It's printed. It's not actually denim, but it is printed. It's really cool. I kept the cranes, right? Yes, I kept cranes. Good. I'm asking you all like you know what I've decided. Anyway, this one's going to turn out spectacular. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll finish. Sounds like they either went back to sleep or they crawled into my bed. Well, they went back to sleep for sure. So I'll finish the sorting, then I will head out because honestly it is late. I love this fabric. I could only get small pieces of it. This is from November of 2023, but it is so good. Some mango. I think this is probably the first time you've encountered the stream. I go to Japan to actually purchase the fabrics, buy them in Kyoto and Tokyo, and then I come back and I make all the products in Alberta, Canada. No, yes. This is another one where I only got small pieces of it, but it is so good. We finished the like cerulean version of this for Hanami this weekend. Oh, did I might have sorted this one out, but that's okay. We can always track it down or just be like, oh, okay, well, SOL. More likely I'll just be like SOL right now because we have a lot. I do really need to find that zipper bin though, which is super annoying. This is another one of the patchwork colorways. So like different black cats. Sweet. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. This is like all new for me. Well, not all new at this point, but still figuring out what exactly. This seems to be working the best. And make sure that I work. Doesn't distract that I have to like edit a video. Although I do try to do that once in a while. Actually, I've got a welt pocket. I did a full welt pocket video that needs to be edited to post here soon. So, because I like filmed a short last summer and then I was like, you know what? Let's do a full video. Sorry, I'm just kind of trying to go through these rapid fire right now to get this wrapped up for tonight. So tomorrow what'll happen first thing, off stream, I will be coming in and doing a whole like, I'll be coming in and doing the top stitching and then we'll go from there. Not much else to say. Nothing else to say, in fact. Oh, okay. Do you know what? I do want the fans. I don't have the drawstring, but that's easy enough to fix later. Sand cats. Yeah, actually, do you know what? No, I do want both of those because we have the white in there too, don't we? If I have the like three, yeah, I have the white. I just pulled the blue and so we'll go back and we'll pull the black as well. Easy enough to track down their drawstring channels. But what I want to do is I want to pull them from the stack here. Actually, maybe I don't. Yes, I do because I'm just going to stack on top of it again. Adding more on top. I know, right? So these fabrics are spectacular. I cannot. So the next planned trip is February 26th, and I am so fucking excited already. Like, it's annoying though because I follow my fabric shops, and it's like, so they keep posting stuff, which I followed them through the pandemic, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, that's pretty. But I wasn't going to order online unless like desperate times called for desperate measures sort of thing, because it's actually more expensive to order online outside of even the shipping and everything. Makes sense. They have to photograph. It's a completely different process. Anyway, but now it's like, oh, but I could go for it, but I can't, right? And I'm like, damn. All the fabrics, all the time. Right now, they've just posted cat heads in rice bowls, and I'm like, oh my god, it's adorable. I want it. Grabby hands. Okay. Where the hell are the black fans? Didn't we just, there it is. Jesus. Thought we just had it. And it's like way down at the bottom. Okay. 48-ish bags right now. Camping? No. Sorry, polar bear. Windows? No. Did I keep the French cats? No. We did keep all the patchwork cats though. So this one. So this is what I call Moonlight because it reminds me of Sailor Moon colorway. Okay. No. Yes. 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 I missed a few. Shit. Okay. I also only have like half of this drawstring. Okay. Well, you only want to know this one that I'm like super interested. Okay. Missed half the drawstring because half of it's in that pile. I want that one. That's that green with the pink blush on the cats. And I think we should, yeah, whatever. We'll do all of those. Are they going to get done? Who the fuck knows? Probably not. But you know, there's a better, oh no, I don't want to do the red cats because it needs extra interfacing on the, on the exterior. All right. Defective. Coffee. No, let's just add parasols in the cats. Yeah. Okay. Now the question is where are the parasols in the cats? Yeah, I need to go back in and add a strip of interfacing right there so that we're settled. Okay. Well, that was definitely, I guess if it's 45 bags, that's all, basically half of what's left. Shit. No. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I do April to myself? This is like such a crazy month. I will not be training for a marathon next year. There is that consolation. And we'll be mostly done the work before I even go to Japan. Fingers crossed. I better fucking be mostly done the work before we go to Japan because I will actually die otherwise pretty much. Okay. What is going on here? Wait. Red Panda, why are you under the penguins? Weird. Okay. Okay, I don't think that the bags we're looking for are in this pile. Was it parasols and the blushy kitties? Okay, I see the parasols. That's good. Good news. Not quite party animals. There's the parasols. Okay. Parasols, and I wanted this white cat's. Like it's like basically like a scribble cat. Yeah, I know. So I think at this point what we'll do is not really a reorg. The big thing I gotta find in the morning is the I gotta find the zipper. Otherwise we're doing okay. I'm always at, seriously, we're like less than a week to Peace. Of course I'm like losing my mind because we leave on Saturday, so I've got to be done. Basically it's like he's gonna come home on Wednesday night at like, he doesn't come home till late, and I'm just gonna be like, bye. See you later. See you on Saturday. when we have to pack up for Dawson. Poor guy. Okay, there we go. Good enough. I ditched that the blushing cats, cause whatever. We've got lots, especially since we added the fans, and I think the fans are more important to have all three of those, cause that'll just make a nice lineup on one of the shelves for Dawson. So first thing in the morning, I'm gonna find the zippers so that I can match the zippers up for small box bags, because if I don't find the zippers, we can't sew small box bags. And then I think, and then we'll top stitch the base of all the Kato. So like part of this also is now, you know, you're not going to be missing anything tomorrow when I'm not streaming. Top stitching. Talking's boring. At least I have a good audiobook now. And then we'll go in and do the, I think I'll try and finish the tote bags tomorrow, actually, because that makes sense. Because realistically, they need a zipper and webbing and then just a slam together around. And then tomorrow night, like I said, I'll take the handles upstairs and we'll turn them while I'm making dinner. And then we'll sew in the zippers and top stitch the handles tomorrow night, I think. Yeah. And then Wednesday can be finishing the small box bags, hopefully. Actually, I saw a new way to swap or to turn the small box bags, and I will try it this round. Actually, I don't know. I think there's about 25 vendors. It's not like massive, but honestly, that's not the worst thing as a vendor, because it means that your customers' money isn't spread as far. Let me double check. I think it's 25. Vendors. Going by booth numbers, 29, and then info tables for various guilds up in that area. So if you're coming, when you come in the building, you'll turn right, and I'm on the left side. So for BC, I do Dawson, and then this year I got accepted into Vibrations in August. When is Vibrations? It's like the second, third week in August. It's 2 weeks after the long weekend. The 17th. So I'll be there August 17th in Victoria. It's at the Fernwood Community Center. And then I do the Knit City Vancouver. Or wherever Knit City is. So when it comes out to Calgary, I'm in Cochrane. I'm a half hour outside of Calgary. So that was amazing this year for me. But I'll be back in Vancouver this year. And so Knit City Vancouver is September 26th through 28th. So basically right now, that's also what we're working towards is, so Dawson and Knit City are the two really big shows right now. And everything else is it's all steady and amazing and a nice cash flow in. But definitely we are staring down Dawson Creek and Knit City, which is insane that Dawson Creek is that busy. Yeah, definitely. That would be amazing. They're confirming the details right now. I don't know the hours or anything like that. I think they're 10 to 5 or 10 to 4, something like that. Let's see. Knit City. It's on their website. So if you if you haven't subscribed to the newsletter, knitsocial.ca, you can get their newsletter and they'll send you all the information for when tickets go on sale and everything like that. And that's actually the best way to find out about all their events. Well, have they confirmed? No, they just said thank you. Damn it. I'm Calgary's right at the top of the list. I'm did they confirm the dates for next year? No. No, they did not. Damn it. Oh yeah, no, they're just doing updates. So Knit City right now is in full steam for Montreal. So that's what they're focusing on. I haven't even got my invoice for it yet, which is kind of nice because then I don't feel guilty that I'm not paying it yet. All right. Yeah, we're at a good stopping point. Top stitching. I hope you can join us again tomorrow. Mango will be back probably around this. Well, hopefully a little bit earlier than tonight. Hopefully the kids go down super easy and I'm not quite as exhausted. So anyway, and Wendy, thank you so much for joining me again. We'll see you. Well, I'll chat. No, you'll see me. And I'll prattle on at both of you later. Have a fantastic night, day, afternoon, wherever, whenever you are. And I'll chat with you real soon.